This is David Garlow bringing you music observation and mind trips. Today, I'm bringing you a new record by a lady best known as Sister Mary on Queensryche's Operation Mindcrime. Her new record, Resurrect Me, out on Rat Pack Records now. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Pamela Moore. Well, hello, Pam, and thank you for taking time for this today.
Thank you. I'm very excited about this. Thank you.
All right. Now, you have a new album dropping titled Resurrect Me. Can you give me a quick overview of what, where, and when about the album?
Well, the album, as it goes, the album took about 4 years to finish. It wasn't supposed to take that long, but then, of course, we have life in between, and I had tours that and prior commitments. So that kind of stopped things up, as well as the fact that I was living in Chicago for a short time and I ended up moving back home to Seattle, Washington. And so all of those kinds of life events happened to the point where it got to it is now, but finally it's released. I'm on a great label with Joe O'Brien and Rat Pack Records.
Love those guys.
I worked with the main collaborator on the album is a gentleman named Michael Posh. And he was someone that ended up playing guitar for me when I had my another version of Pamela Moore Band in Chicago.
Oh,
And I had approached him because he had put together this great intro piece for a live show that we are doing. And I said, Mike, I, I, I got to start working on this next album. Why don't you send me a few things of your ideas? And so he did. And they just were exactly the it was exactly the type of direction that I was looking to go into.
Sinking deep in shifting sand, I can't remember who I am anymore. My body numb, my heart grows cold without you near me. I have nowhere to run. I have no place to hide. But inside, suddenly, my life has changed. My desperation calls your
all right. Now you are known by millions of people for your work with Queensryche is Sweet Sister Mary.
Mhm.
Can you talk about that whole experience and all the good things that went with it?
Well, the good things that went with it is the fact that by the grace of them choosing me to be a part of Sister Mary, I'm able to talk to you about doing, side projects and and things that I do. And so that's where I'm really grateful. Not only am I really grateful to have worked with a band that every single one of those guys is family to me. I care about them very much. Uh, like I said, they're family, and being able to sing uh, and stand up next to a very legend, basically Jeff Tate, has always been a blessing to me, and I've always been grateful for something that and I always will.
Now, Pam and I lost our connection on Skype, so the quality is a little lower than it was. But she goes on to tell me about how she got a call from David Garlow of Queensryche for the Operation Mindcrime part.
But he called me from Montreal and said, would you be interested in coming in and singing this part that we have for you? It's a duet with Jeff on the new album. And I was floored. I said, yeah, can I hear the song? And he said, nope, you can't hear the song. They just have to fly up here. And I just said to him, I go, but what if I'm not right for the part? And Chris has this great smile, and I just could feel his smile through the phone, and he just kind of said, you have a pretty good idea, it will be fine.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about you. The new album is an incredible rock album, deep, dark, melodic, has touches of aggression even a little bit here and there, I think. I like every single song, to be honest with you, but so let's pick one. We'll go into Melt Into You. Can you tell me about that song?
Well, I hate to admit this, but when we were writing, that was one of the earlier songs I started writing with Michael. When he gave me the track, I just got done watching Twilight.
Nice.
It's vampire, and I was really into vampires, and so that doesn't mean the song is about vampires, but it's about that whole love story of where she's not a vampire and he is, and they want to be together, and I don't know, it might be the same idea of having your first sex with somebody or something, but
Shows a little bit softer side of your voice and your range. Can you talk about that one?
Breaking Down is one of the other songs that I wrote with a different person. Michael was the majority of he was my collaborator on the majority of the songs. Breaking Down is a different song that was written through a dear friend of mine. His name is Brooke Lazat. And Brooke and I have been friends for like 30 years, I think. I think that's what we were talking about the other day. And he's an amazing piano player. He's worked with some really amazing powerhouse musicians. He kind of ties in the past catalog that I have with Blue Room, and I'm telling you, a gentleman named Jeffrey Castle did the violin part too, and it just really added to the song.
My deep desire, save me from myself. I'm falling. Save me from myself and hold me. I'm breaking down.
Although I gotta say that in my CD player in my car, I listened a lot to Desperate by Design and We Are Damaged just because they rock you.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
They're awesome.
Desperate kind of has that classic rock type of feel to it. At least to me it does.
Yep.
And Damaged is just very straightforward. I really like how that turned out. Some people have told me that it could be a little bit more of the straight head commercial, rock type song, and I don't care. I like them both very much. But
Well, you had a part in there where you kind of sounded like a crazy chick. And then
which part? Oh, is it? I always sound like a crazy chick.
I want you dancing in
talking to me today.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this very much, and I appreciate talking to people like you, allowing us to be able to get some exposure and do what we're doing, and I'm really happy you like the album, and I hope everybody else does too.
Is there anything you want to say to the fans? I always got to do that.
I want to tell the fans thank you so much for giving me the motivation and giving me the support that they have at all this time, and even now I just really appreciate it. Without the fans, we wouldn't really have a voice.
Be sure to pick up Pamela Moore's new album, Resurrect Me, off Rat Pack Records. Check out the video for Paranoia that's out now, and I'm going to leave you with track 9, Desperate by Design, off the new CD.
Your fate and the consequences if you step outside the lines. But could you? I dare you to. Trapped inside you is the love that you desire. But do you?